We have a double bill to present to you tonight. Not only are we honoring a Canadian contemporary music icon, we have another one joining us to pay tribute to him. For rendre hommage à Neil Young, accueillons Robbie Robertson.
Bonsoir, good evening. Most people are inclined to think of Neil Young as the musician. I think of Neil Young as the magician. He takes musical styles and twirls them on a flagpole. He makes the characters in his songs come to life before your very eyes. He can take a melody and haunt you to pieces with it. He can take a tragedy and spin it into wit, and take humor and make it sting with controversy. He can make his voice cry like a train. He can make a harmonica cry like his voice. And he can make his guitar stab like a stiletto. He's been known to take a simple folk melody, twist it, turn it, and make it rock your soul. A one-man musical revolution, or a magician. Neil came out of the Yorkville folk scene in Toronto. He experimented for a while with the Buffalo Springfield and Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, and over the past 25 years has made a series of solo albums so diverse they will go down in the world's history of music. I guarantee you. Yeah, he could suddenly appear in the 60s, burn through the 70s, slip to the left in the 80s, and levitate in the 90s. And you just know he has more tricks up his sleeve for the new millennium. From the era of musicians that Neil and I are from, there comes a time to pass the torch. As Neil takes the torch in his right hand, lights it, and holds it out, ready to pass it on, a young generation of musicians clamor and leap to grab hold of it. And just as he begins to release it, with his left hand, he pulls out the real torch. Magic. We are proud he came out of the prairies and shared his gift with us. We are proud he is a Canadian. We are proud he is with us here tonight. It is with great, deep respect I introduce to you Neil Young.
The teenage Neil started rocking with the high school bands of the 50s. From Winnipeg, his journey took him to boom in Yorkville, where he really started rolling in the 60s. His young years were marked by his fight with polio in 1951. The ups and downs of those times were shared by his brother Bob, by Mum Rassie, who became his first booking agent, and by journalist Dad Scott, his first biographer.
All my changes were there.
Looking back now, it's pretty clear that Neil already had a foot in music's Hall of Fame when he brought his signature sound to Stephen Stills, Graham Nash, and David Crosby's group.
When I first joined
that was 25 years ago.
My name, I just wanted it to be Crosby, Stills, and Nash. But eventually.
A little flat on Innocence, but other than
Worldwide recognition never kept Neil away from home or away from good causes.
Somehow our innocence is lost.
personal songwriting, the heart-stirring voice. They've been there for 30 years, keeping pace with the times, and sometimes ahead of them.
I never give that keep me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old.
Neil, you've had such a great influence on many Canadian singers and songwriters. It's appropriate that someone you have admired all these years from the early days in Winnipeg is here to pay tribute to you. Randy Bachman.
I remember one time Neil left Winnipeg and came back for a short visit. I got a phone call to go to radio station CKRC, and I was down there with Chad Allen, Jim Cale, and Doc Steen, and Neil. And Neil proudly pulled out an acetate of Buffalo Springfield, which he explained was done in 8-track, which was a big leap in technology at that time. And he played us a couple of tracks. And one of them was him singing. I remember saying to Chad and Jim Cale, wow, Neil's singing. And Neil said, yeah, if you're real honest and really go for it, put your heart and soul in it and pronounce the words properly, people really dig it. And I must say, all this time later, people are still digging it. And I know of no one else comes to mind except Neil, who puts all that honesty into a song and all that heart and soul and really goes for it. And I could say without hesitation that he has forged a style like no other in the world, that people all over the world, millions of people in dozens and dozens of countries, when they hear that voice and that guitar playing and that song, they know it's one person, and that's Neil. I like to listen to Neil's songs, I think all of you do, for the little mention of a person or a place that we recognize that's uniquely part of Canada. And here to sing a song about the town in North Ontario are the Cowboy Junkies.
There is a town in North Ontario with dream, comfort, and memory to spare. And in my mind, I still need a place to go. All my changes were there. Blue, blue windows behind the stars, yellow moon on the rocks, big birds flying across the sky, throwing shadows on our eyes. They leave us helpless, helpless, helpless. Baby, can you hear me now? The change